In a world where power decides survival, one Muslim scientist changed the destiny of an entire nation. He did not command armies. He did not rule from a palace. His weapon was knowledge, his strength was faith, and his sacrifice reshaped the balance of power. This is the story of Dr. Abdul Qadeer Khan, the man who gave Pakistan security, dignity, and strength. Before we begin, if you believe Muslim history should inspire confidence, knowledge, and action, subscribe to this channel for more world Muslim impact makers stories. These stories matter. Now let us begin. Abdul Qadeer Khan was born in 1936 in Bhopal during British-ruled India. This was a time when Muslims lived under colonial rule with limited power over their own future. In 1947, the Indian subcontinent was divided. Millions of Muslims migrated to the newly created state of Pakistan. Dr. Khan's family was among them. They left behind homes, stability, and comfort, and arrived with little more than hope. This experience shaped him deeply. From an early age, he understood one truth: a nation without strength is never safe. Abdul Qadeer Khan believed education was the only way forward. He studied science and metallurgy, a difficult and highly specialized field. His academic journey took him across the world: a science degree from Karachi University, advanced studies in Germany, a PhD in metallurgical engineering from Belgium, research work in the Netherlands. He became an expert in uranium enrichment technology. In Europe, he lived comfortably. He had respect, salary, and security, but his heart remained restless, because knowledge without purpose meant nothing to him. In 1974, India conducted its first nuclear test. For Pakistan, this was a direct threat. Dr. Abdul Qadeer Khan watched this from Europe and felt responsibility. Instead of staying silent, he wrote directly to Pakistan's leadership. He offered his services. He left behind a safe life, a successful Western career, personal comfort, and returned to Pakistan, knowing the risks. This was not ambition. This was sacrifice. When Dr. Khan returned, Pakistan had almost nothing. No advanced facilities, no established nuclear infrastructure, severe international pressure and sanctions. Yet under his leadership, Pakistan began building its uranium enrichment program from scratch. Working in secrecy, under constant surveillance, Dr. Khan and his team succeeded. In 1998, Pakistan conducted nuclear tests. Pakistan became the first and only Muslim-majority nuclear power. For the first time, Pakistan could defend itself. Dr. Abdul Qadeer Khan became known as Mohsin-e-Pakistan, the benefactor of the nation. Pause here and tell us in the comments, do you believe knowledge is the greatest power Muslims need today? And how can Muslim youth follow Dr. Abdul Qadeer Khan's example? Despite globe of attention, Dr. Khan lived simply. He was openly and proudly Muslim. He often spoke about gratitude to Allah, responsibility of knowledge, serving the Ummah. He believed science and Islam were not in conflict. To him, knowledge was an amanah, a trust from Allah. He established educational institutions, hospitals, and welfare projects. He chose service over luxury. Later in life, Dr. Abdul Qadeer Khan faced global accusations and immense pressure. He was placed under restrictions and isolation. Many believe he became a symbolic sacrifice to protect Pakistan. Yet he never turned against his country. He never exposed secrets. He never spoke in anger. He accepted hardship with patience. His silence was loyalty. Dr. Abdul Qadeer Khan passed away in 2021. Millions mourned him. To Muslims across the world, his life carried a message. You do not need armies to change history. You need knowledge, faith, and courage. He proved that Muslim minds can shape the world. Dr. Abdul Qadeer Khan was not perfect, but he was sincere, and sincerity built a nation's shield. His legacy asks Muslims one question: what are you doing with the knowledge Allah gave you? Subscribe for more World Muslim Impact Makers stories, and keep learning, because knowledge is power.